Hello again, football fans, and welcome to another edition of the Banner Press Coaches Show. I am Banner Press sports editor Joe Alberico, and I'm once again joined by Blinn College head football coach Ryan Mahon. Coach, I don't think a big win really sums up how important Saturday's 10-6 conference victory over then-ranked number 9 Trinity Valley. Obviously big for the long-term goals of the football team, so how good did that one feel on Saturday night?
After the game, it felt really, really good. During the game, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. So getting a team like that to come in here and do what they did. I mean, they came in, they were a very good, well-coached team, and it took every bit of what our guys had in the tank to actually end up finishing that game. So I couldn't be more proud of our guys.
This is your 4th season here. As far as, the magnitude of the victory and the way that you guys got it done, have you been a part of one like that since your time here in Brenham?
I've never been a part of one like that in my career, to be honest with you. To have it just go back and forth the whole time, and neither team really giving much up on defense. I'm used to having those high-scoring games, and everybody's happy and excited. But no, I mean that's a first in my career. That's hopefully not the last time something like that happens, but it's definitely much needed for our team. And like I said, I couldn't be more proud of the kids.
I'm glad you brought up the defense because, most of our talks here are so offense heavy, and you guys have scored a lot of points this year, but the stingy defense, that you guys showed Saturday night, excellent. It came down to 2 goal line stops there at the end and 4 turnovers on top of it. But talk me through those final moments, those 2 goal line stands, 3rd and goal and 4th and goal at the 1 in the final 30 seconds. I mean, it doesn't get more high pressure than that.
Oh, there's no question. And very tense. I can remember the sideline. They're calling timeout. We're sitting there talking as a staff, like, what are they going to do? Are they going to go out? Are they going to have a boot? What are they going to do? We weren't sure, but I mean, the defensive staff, they did a really good job getting them prepared this week, and they were ready for everything they saw. And it was pretty evident in those 2 plays where back-to-back they pushed them backward. I thought I was going to have to actually, if we end up not pushing them back, if I had to take a knee, I was going to have to take a safety. But they pushed it back so far, we could actually take a knee and just get out of that thing.
So, like I said, turnovers as well. All 4 came in your own territory. 2 of them were at the goal line. You had a ball carrier running and looking like he was going to score there, and the ball got punched out from behind, and then an interception right there at the goal line that was kind of a somersault that it just ended up in a Buccaneers' hands. Anytime you guys can give your offense more opportunities, you got to love that, especially when the opposing offense is threatening.
Oh, yeah. I mean, what it was really just a bend but not break mentality. The defense, it happened that they were driving down there, but then all of a sudden a big play happened. And we always talk to the kids about who's going to be the guy and make the big-time play in the big-time situation. And we had 4 of them, where it could have been a completely different game had that not happened. So these guys, they work on it a bunch. I mean, they have their turnover circuit that they work through. And, I mean, they try awfully hard to accomplish what they just did.
Danny Gray was very appreciative of the defensive effort after the game. He told me, defense won this game for us. Offensively, you guys did enough. The ball was moved pretty well, but, even if the scoreboard doesn't really reflect that, but you guys did do enough to get it done. Gray obviously ended up being on the receiving end of a 6-yard Brock Landis touchdown pass. How'd you feel about what they did? It wasn't what you guys were used to, but obviously enough to grind it out and get it done.
Well, I was proud of how they stuck with it. I mean, at that time when things aren't happening your way or you get behind the chains, and I mean, you have a huge human element to point the other finger and say, well, it's your fault. Every one of them knew what they did wrong and how they could correct it. We truly feel like we're the only people that can really stop us, and we did it for a large portion of the game. I mean, we missed some reads, did some just bad plays, but we corrected it toward the very end, and that's what really counts. And just that team effort, just to stay with it and not lose their mind, I was really proud of them.
So now we're at the bye week. We're 5 games in. Kind of break things down. You're 4-1 overall, 2-1 in the conference. You got Kilgore at the top. You're kind of, at this midway point, kind of give me a lay of the land, what you've seen and how you feel about the team, on both sides of the ball so far as performance and what you've liked and what you're kind of hoping to work on as you guys finish out this long stretch.
Well, right now during the bye week, we're working basic fundamentals, just trying to get, back to us, all the things that we do really well, and just kind of hone that product. And then we'll start moving into NEO here toward the end of the week. And just getting healed up, making sure that everybody's in shape, and taking advantage of the time off. But we will practice every single day. And then, how I see our team, that win Saturday really kind of helped with team chemistry. I've never been hugged so dang much in the locker room and so fired up the kids were for each other. I mean, it was a group effort. So it wasn't just one individual that did really anything. It was a team effort, and you could feel that in the locker room. So I think that's going to help us, catapult us, as we get into the season. We needed things like that. And it's another time, just a learning environment. A chance to get some stuff underneath our belt, some experience in a big-time game, in a big-time situation. Can you make that play? Can you do it consistently? And those are the things that we need to do on both sides of the ball. Just play consistent Blinn Buccaneer football.
You guys are 4-1, like I said, with one tough loss to Tyler. The next 4 games are going to be tough ones. What can you give us, as far as just kind of a preview of what you're, expecting over the final chunk of the season?
Well, we go to NEO, and traveling up there, that's a very hard place to play and come out with a win. And they're doing better as of late. But then you've got Cisco sitting right now at 3-1. We've got to play. We've got Kilgore coming up. We're going to go to their place at 3-1, and then we've got to travel to New Mexico Military. So the biggest portion of my season's coming up, and the most important, and we've got to make sure that we travel well, that we stick together, and we play consistent football.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, I'll let you get back to work. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring in a Blinn Buccaneer in just a few minutes. All right, we are back, and joining us is the NJCAA co-leader in touchdown receptions and the lone leader in receiving yards, Mr. Danny Gray. Danny, thanks for joining us, brother. How have these past few days been now that you've kind of gotten to soak in Saturday's victory? It was a big one.
It's been pretty good. We're getting to rest, and hey, we're going to get back to work today, later on today.
You were quick Saturday night to tell me after the game that the defense won that game for you guys. I know you were pretty pumped up. You said it. That was an amazing game. Everybody played their hearts out. But to the offense's credit, you guys got the job done in the fourth quarter. You guys did put a nice drive together. I think it was 80 yards. Ended with you in the end zone. Brock Landis, a familiar sight this year, hit you on a 6-yard touchdown pass. Talk to me about how much of a grind it was for you guys to get it done against a tough Trinity Valley defense.
Man, Trinity Valley came out and played their hearts out. It was a low-scoring game, and the offense came out. We tried to execute multiple times, but hey, their defense, held us down, and we came out on that 80-yard drive and scored. It was a very good job. It was a very tough job to get in the end zone, and hey, me and Brock made a connection, and we got in the end zone.
Was there a sense of relief that you guys were kind of able to reward the defense for how well they were playing? I mean, you would hate to go out there and not be able to get in the end zone. So after the night they had, it had to feel good to say, hey, we got you some points now. Let's take care of business.
Yes, sir. The defense gave us multiple turnovers. It hurted their hearts that we didn't get in the end zone, after every turnover they gave us. But we ended up getting in there, and we ended up winning the game.
All right, so after having 4 games where you guys were, pouring on the points, obviously, Brock was leading the nation in touchdown passes. You're up there in the receiving touchdowns. Do you think it was kind of important for the offense to have a game like this where things were a struggle so you guys could learn and maybe realize that, hey, it's not just going to be given to you guys. You guys have to fight and claw, and especially in this last stretch of the season?
Yes, it showed us how to fight adversity, and it showed us how not to take opponents, as weak. So we came out and, hey, Trinity Valley showed us, hey, there's other guys like you. So we came out and we played a good team and we balled.
All right, so you guys get a week off now, and then an extra week to prepare for NEO. You guys are 4-1 overall, 2-1 in the conference. 4 games left on the schedule, and they're going to be tough ones. So, kind of give me your analysis of how you feel that where the team is right now, and how you feel like you guys have been on both sides of the ball.
Well, we really haven't done anything yet. We haven't accomplished any goals. Hey, like I was told, head down, hard work every day. So that's what we're gonna come out this week and do. We're gonna grind hard. It's a bye week, but we ain't gonna take it slight. So we're gonna come out and work hard every day.
I know you said no goals have been achieved yet, but are you satisfied with where you guys are? Or do you feel like you guys are just getting started?
We're just getting started. We're just cooking.
All right. I like it. All right, fans. Thanks for joining us once again. Danny, thanks for joining us, and we will see you in week 6.